Man, the tennis preacher, y'all know the prophet, the psychic, coming back at you again with another video. Okay, people, let me wrap up this whole Djokovic thing and this whole fictitious character, John Doe, who was representing Djokovic. Y'all know who it was. People, let me just say, I'm going to try to do, it's a lot of stuff I'm going to cover in this video, so I'm going to try to, do everything in this video. Okay, people, the first thing I want to cover is, people are probably wondering, okay, Magic Man, I know you created a fictitious character, which was the Djokovic, and you was letting John Doe make a case that he was as great or greater than Federer. So people are probably saying, well, what do you really believe? Well, people already told y'all what I believe now, and then I'm going to tell y'all, have I changed my mind in the last couple of days while I was talking about the whole John Doe achievements versus Federer achievements, basically the Djokovic achievements versus Federer's achievements? Okay, have I changed my mind as far as how great do I think the Djokovic is greater than Federer now? Where do I stand at with the Djokovic? Okay, people, as far as greatness, I still got the Djokovic where I had him. Now, y'all remember I told y'all just not a year ago. I told you just last week. And I already said it many times. And I got the Djokovic exactly where he was when the Dow won 16 at the U.S. Open. I got the Djokovic right under Nadal. So I got Nadal. I got Federer over Nadal, and I got the Djokovic, and I did say this, you can put the Djokovic for his greatness in the Dow's category. I think one thing this argument has done the last couple of days, people who don't think, you may not think the Djokovic is as great as Federer, but I bet you people are going to definitely put him equivalent to Nadal right now. But I said I got him in the Dow's category as far as greatness, but right under Nadal. So that I still stand with that. So now you may be saying, now let me ask another question. Somebody said, well, the reason why, so you may be saying, well, Magic Man, what makes the Djokovic, with all his records, and Magic Man, you convinced us that the Djokovic got some records. You made all of us go to Wikipedia and look at the Djokovic records. And so what keeps the Djokovic, and let me say something here. Well, let me go ahead and answer this question. So I want to keep this going. I got a lot of questions to answer. What keeps the Djokovic from being the GOAT, Magic Man? Is it because he got hurt and he was not able to surpass Federer and Nadal as far as majors? Or what is it? I'm going to tell you, people, you know what? It's not just that, though. Of course, if he wouldn't have got hurt, and his level went to drop, and then he let whatever personal problems really mess his mind up with the game. I don't know. Well, I feel confident saying he had messed his mind up with the game. Not saying he can't get it back. People, it ain't just that. It's more what happened before the Djokovic's peak. People, imagine if the Djokovic would have been as half as successful. Suppose he would have had half the records that he had between 2011 and 2016. Suppose between 2004 and 2010, the Djokovic would have been half as great. So, yeah, because y'all remember, I used to not like the Djokovic people back in the day, 2004 to 2009. Because y'all know the Djokovic used to act sort of stupid. He was a little like Curious a little. He used to tank games, give up. Sometimes he wouldn't play hard. And you know, all that undisciplined stuff. So imagine, I'm not saying that Djokovic had to be as good during that time as he was during his peak, but imagine if he would have been like half as good. He could have still been the GOAT with less majors than Federer and Nadal. But so I think that hurts him more than now. I think his pre-peak, the way he acted undisciplined. Now, I know he did win a major in 2008. I think, then he beat Tsonga or somebody in the Australian Open, whichever was the first major he won. I think it was 2008. Yeah, I think that actually hurts him worse as far as being the GOAT. Now, let me ask, now you might be saying, well, Magic Man, what did you learn? Did you change anything while you was playing this fictitious, while you was playing that you were the lawyer for this John Doe, who was the Djokovic, who was really the Djokovic, who was telling you to make an argument to your subscribers that he was as great as Federer. Well, if you didn't change your mind about him being greater than Federer, what did you change your mind about? Okay, people, let me tell you what. I did get a better feel of the Djokovic. And also just going back, I knew the Djokovic, I've said many times, the Djokovic blows up Wikipedia, people. I know Federer blows it up. I know Rod Laver blows it up. And I know people like even Beyond Boy, you can say he blows it up too somewhat. But people, what did I change my mind about? I'm going to tell you what I did change my mind about. He's even closer to Federer, people. And people, there is a large part of him that is as great as Federer, okay? As far as the overall career, I mean, of course, a guy that's been around 18 years, that's pretty well maintained a high level, is going to get the Djokovic. Because, like I said before, it's the Djokovic pre-peak between 2004 and 2010. That's the period where I believe that hurts him as far as being the GOAT. Because, so you may be saying, well, Magic Man, doesn't it hurt him now that he's hurt? That doesn't make any sense. No, people, y'all remember what started this whole debate the last couple of weeks about the Djokovic versus Federer's the Djokovic greatness versus Federer's greatness. People, remember I made a video about saying that would it have made a difference if the Djokovic would have retired at his peak in 2016. Suppose the Djokovic, and most of y'all disagree with me. I was a little surprised. I thought most of y'all would say, wow, it would have made a difference. Now, suppose the Djokovic would have retired right after he won the French Open. People, I told y'all it would have made a total difference because people, listen, I think he's a Djokovic fan. He just responded this morning, and people, he's right about this. Now, he said that the Djokovic at one time was considered to be definitely, if not the greatest player. I know people get that mixed up, and some people think it's the same. Or some people, when they say greatest player, they do mean the best player ever. And when they say best player ever, they mean the greatest player ever. But let me get to the point. People, listen, if the Djokovic, this commenter was right, who's a Djokovic fan. I don't know if he's a Djokovic fan, but he's right. At one point, people, a couple years ago, people, listen, I did something yesterday. I want y'all, people, with the internet, y'all can see this right today, people. The reason I'm talking about the Djokovic so much, I told y'all this last week. I don't like that a lot of y'all who commenting, y'all acting like the Djokovic doesn't exist anymore. Y'all acting like he wasn't great, super great. And so I just wanted to remind people that what the Djokovic has done is done. You can't take that away from him. But now let me get back to what that commenter was saying about the Djokovic. Everybody's saying, not everybody, but people saying he looks like he the best ever, and that he is the best ever. People, just go Google right now. Google, the Djokovic is the best ever. People, listen, just 2 years ago, people, there's hundreds of articles from credible sources, Tennis Channel, NBC Sports News, ESPN. They said the Djokovic is the best ever. Just people up for between 2014. There are so many articles. The people, they not talking about Nadal being the best ever. They said the Djokovic. Then some of the sports writers and experts, they are making a statement saying he's the best ever. And they start with the 2015 season. I'm gonna get to that in a second if I can cover that. His 2015 season is even better than Federer's 2006 season. And people actually agree with that right now. I do agree. And if I can cover that in this video, but I'm going to go ahead and say it now, people. I broke it down, and I didn't even have to look at the competition. The Djokovic's 2015 season was better than Federer's 2006 season. Now, I know somebody going to say, well, Federer won 12 tournaments. The Djokovic won 11. Now, but the Djokovic's, his 11... of his 11, 6 of his was Master Series, and only 4 of Federer's was Master Series. And the Djokovic, of those 11 tournaments he won that year, He beat Federer twice on the big stage in the ATP finale and in one of the majors. So he waxed Federer even there. Even Federer's greatest year, we thought 2006 that Djokovic beat him there, people. And that's why Wikipedia said the Djokovic in his 2015 year, 10 of his 11 tournament titles he won, 10 was top tier. Top tier means either Master Series, either it was ATP finale or majors, and only 8 of Federer's 12 was cause one Federer fan say, well, Federer won 12. No, but the Djokovic, more of his was top tier tournament. So the Djokovic had a better year, slightly better. His 2015 was slightly better than Federer's 2006. Okay? But people, let me get back to what I'm saying. All of us got amnesia. People, listen, when you Google that, like I said, there are so many articles, it blows up the internet. Everybody's either saying in a statement, not everybody, but dude, so many people, experts, sports writers, they are saying the Djokovic either you read this, he's the best ever, he looks like the best ever, or there's a question mark, is he the best ever? So even if there's a question, now I know since then, somebody can say, well, after 2017, Federer's won, he's got 18, 19, 20 majors. Okay, that's true, the narrative, but still back to my point again, though. I mean, now this goes to another point, people. Let me talk about this here, and this is a big thing that I sort of felt this way, but I really changed my mind about this. I don't think you have to have a longevity like Federer to be the GOAT. Now, let me just say something about that. So you may say, well, Magic Man, you just said you don't think that Djokovic is the GOAT. I don't. But let me tell you something that Djokovic almost did. He almost pulled out what I call the Jesus Christ. Now, y'all, you may say, what are you talking about, the Jesus Christ? People, I always thought, and people, if I played on the tour, I would like to have this kind of career. I don't want to play as long as Federer and Nadal. No. I don't want to play no 16 years like Nadal or 15 years or whatever, how long Nadal been playing. I don't want to play no 20 years like Federer. I want to, people, if you like took away the Djokovic, remember I told y'all, the Djokovic pre-peak between 2004 and 2010. Say if you took that away, 2004, 2009. Say the 2004 to 2010. Say you took away those years, and let's say the Djokovic started playing tennis. Like, say his first year on the tour was like 2011, and let's say he played for like from 2011 to 2017 at that top level. People, that would be like a perfect career. And plus, if the Djokovic won the Grand Slam. Now, people, you may say, well, okay, Magic Man, what is this Jesus Christ thing you talking about? People, I always picture, I'm going to prove to y'all right now, you don't have to play as long as Federer to be the GOAT. Imagine if Jesus Christ came down and reincarnated into a tennis body, a human body, and became this tennis player. And Jesus Christ said, I don't need to play 20 years. I'm only going to play 4 years. Only 4, not even 5. Not even 5 like the Djokovic peak. So the Jesus Christ, he plays 4 years. He wins every Master Series tournament. Jesus Christ wins every tournament every year. He wins every ATP finale. Now check this out. He wins every major. Okay? So for 4 years, Jesus Christ wins the Grand Slam. People, y'all hear what I said? And so for 4 years, he wins the Grand Slam, all 4 in 1 year, on all surfaces. And in 1 year, he wins all 4. So for 4 years, that come to what? How many majors? That come to 16 majors. And then Jesus Christ, so that also means that Jesus Christ, the tennis player Jesus Christ, he's held all 4 titles for all 4 years. Each year he held all 4 titles, plus the ATP finale of 4 years in a row at the same time. He held all titles at the same time. Let me tell y'all something, people. I don't care what any of you guys say. When Jesus Christ get finished with those 4 years, and Jesus Christ say, y'all, I just show y'all how to really do it. I just show Federer and Nadal how to really be great. I don't need to play for 20 years. I am the greatest tennis player ever. If Jesus Christ said that, I will agree. He doesn't have to play 20 years. I know you say, well, Magic Man, that's like a unrealistic. I know. You just made some perfect career. of 4 years. Okay, but I'm proving to y'all, you don't have to play for 20 years. Now, you may say, well, what's this got to do with the Djokovic? People, the Djokovic almost pulled that off. Imagine if the Djokovic would have won the Grand Slam like a couple of those years. Okay? And they'll say in 2011, he would have won all 4 that year. And then let's say in 2012, he would have won all 4 again. People, he could argue he's the GOAT. You know what? Y'all know what I think about that Grand Slam. Like Rod Laver, he won the Grand Slam twice. I probably will say he's the GOAT. So I just proved to y'all, that's what I learned. You don't have to have a longevity career to be the GOAT. I mean, yeah, listen, that can make you the GOAT, like Federer, if there's nobody else that can do the Jesus Christ, like I said. But the Djokovic almost did the Jesus Christ, but not quite. And so, like I said before, had the Djokovic won, say if he won all 4 in 1 year, like twice, like Rod Laver, he could say he's greater than Federer, straight out. I would be an advocate. I would have to create some John Doe character. I would say it. Okay, people, tennis preacher, prophet, psychic, sign it off. Have a good one.